this time coming to you from Kaikoura.
Oh yes, which in Māori literally just means a feed of crayfish.
Crayfish, sometimes they're known as rock lobster. A rock lobster. That's enough. Yes, so why don't we take a look around this lovely seaside town?
Nice.
Kaikoura's on the east coast of the South Island of New Zealand. Famous for whale watching and crayfish, tourists from all around the world flock to Kaikoura all year round.
This cold and windy spot is Kaikoura Peninsula, and it just so happens that there is a seal colony here. See one seal, another seal, colony, hello.
Now the other interesting thing about this spot is that in Māori legend, this is what Maui used as like a foothold, this peninsula, to get his balance while he fished up the North Island to Ika a Maui. No way! It's quite a good spot, really makes sense, doesn't it? Kaikoura is also home to one of Salmonella Dub's founding members, Andrew Penman. He plays guitar in the band and invited us round to his place to check out his homemade studio and just have a wee chit-chat. Right, so here we are. Welcome to the Salmonella Dub studio, the Salmonella Dub eye on the step. This is the X factor of Salmonella Dub. It's where we originate all the sounds, and when we first moved onto this property it was a tin shed on a gravel bed, very dusty, full of old farm bikes and implements and things. We've slowly chipped away and made it into something a bit more homely. This is just drums, bass and guitar live in the room, looped up, and then what we do once you've got that going, dropping in other tracks, vocals, horns, Andrew took us to one of his favourite Kaikoura spots. So this time of year you get pups coming upstream, and there's a waterfall further up, but I think it's basically it's like the creche.
So tell me about the energy of Kaikoura.
Well, when I was at university, we looked at the spirituality of Māori spirituality and the energy that was part of the Kaikoura coastline. I mean, you do feel something here. I mean, there is an awesome wildlife. I mean, where else in the world do you go where you've got a canyon that's underwater, you've got mountains that are 3 kilometres up, you know, right by the sea. There's something going on. Well, it was time for us to say goodbye and thank you very much to Andrew and continue our tiki tour around town. Did you know, Vicki, that back in 1978, Kaikoura has one of the most convincing UFO sightings the world has ever seen?
What?
Yeah, that's right. Now, there was this plane flying overhead, and apparently they spotted these strange, unidentified flying objects in the form of weird lights zipping around the plane.
Aliens in Kaikoura?
To this day, they reckon it could have been aliens, but then again, there is the thing that, you know, aliens probably aren't real.
Or are they?
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 Just enough time for us to make one last stop, Fife House.
Nice pad, Matthew.
Pretty cool place. This is Kaikoura's oldest standing building. It was first built in 1844. And by the way, the pink colour, it's the original choice. Very nice.
Now, what's amazing about this place is half the building is actually built on whale bones. We're talking a bit of the spine, a bit of the jaw, kind of ew and kind of
Now, the reason for that is because back in the day, Kaikoura was all about hunting whales. It was a perfect spot to use as a whaling station. Interesting, because these days it's all about watching whales. Back in the day, it was all about catching whales and using them for their oil, amongst other things.